That layup, I didn't know if coach would call timeout or not, so my first instinct was to look over at the bench, and he kind of gave a look like, let's just go and try to catch him, control that last possession. Try to take my time and milk the clock a little bit. Draymond set a great screen and caught Yogi by surprise, was able to get to my spot and knock it down. So just a flow kind of possession, and, have confidence to take the shot and make it and finish the game.
You like the timeout called by Steve, and did you know they didn't have a timeout that kind of handcuffed?
I knew they didn't have a timeout, but sometimes with 12 seconds left, it's kind of that in-between zone. You want to get a good possession. Maybe he wants to draw something up to kind of, pick and choose what option we want to go to. But in the flow of the game, you kind of just let us go, and good things happen.
How are you feeling? Are you 100%? Can you legs up under you? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I don't feel like I'm limited out there at all. Just took my time trying to get back and making sure that the ankle is right. And now it's just about playing well, but it's just about getting back into that game, conditioning and stuff like that. And that'll come eventually. But just playing a lot of confidence, and teammates as well, helping me get there. And it's been a good start to come back.
Does stamina feel good tonight? Playing 30 minutes. Does stamina feel good tonight?
I was feeling it a little bit. You can't. It's so hard to simulate, both sides of the floor and the intensity of an NBA game. This 4 weeks, you have fresh legs, but it doesn't really. It's really hard to kind of, get your win where it needs to be to. So I made it through, and obviously eventually, get back to where I feel like I'm at my strongest and playing, however many minutes I need to.
Steve was pretty pissed at the last 3 minutes, kind of the sloppiness. What do you think was behind that? Was it just loss of focus, or?
A little bit. A couple of turnovers where we were just lazy on the inbounds and not securing the ball on those possessions, and then they made some tough shots, but I think we gave them confidence by a couple breakdowns that we had where guys were stepping in the open threes, or getting to the basket kind of unabated. So just a combination of a lot of things that we have to kind of shore up, especially on the road. A team that's playing as well as Dallas is, you can't really look at their record and say, it's going to be a walk in the park. Just because of the way how scrappy they are and how hard they play.
Steph, Steve, a lot of times was saying when you're out, because of what you bring, that guys were raising their game up even more, and there was kind of a sharper focus. What was kind of your sense with that stretch versus when you come back, how that's been?
I think everybody kind of understood what the task was while I was out to win games, and they did that 9-2 while I was out. And we talked about how different the style was, and you kind of just want to put it all together. We can be a really gritty team on defense, and that's been our calling card the last 5-6 years, really. But specifically trying to win a championship, knowing how important that is on the defensive end, and not just relying on our talent and our explosiveness on the offensive end. So the last 2 games haven't been great. I think the intensity of start games has been there, but there's been some breakdowns where there's an NBA team on the other side that they can play too. So you gotta respect the opponent and do what we need to do to play better on the defensive end.
When the game's not going the way you hope for it to be, collectively, what's just kind of your mindset and approach and just trying to carry the guys and all that?
You play your game. I try to stay aggressive throughout the whole game, and there's moments, me and Kay were talking about it today on the floor, different lineups out there, obviously without Andre and Omri. We got a little stagnant on offense, and just kind of a lot of just staring at me or staring at KD, trying to make plays. We got to continue to be us as we move the ball and play with force and aggressiveness. And myself, I try to lead that as every moment I'm out there on the floor. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm out there just scoring or whatnot. It's just trying to play the game the right way, move the ball where it's supposed to be, make hard cuts, do all the stuff that makes us great, and be a threat out there at all times.